it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama.
It's a cashew.
Maybe I am. Am I the
middle one is a
villain?
cashew.
I don't think I'm the villain.
Oh, look. Another glorious morning. Makes me sick.
That was rude as hell. How to cut you off like that? Y'all killing me, Smalls. It's a cashew. It's always a cashew. Ads are gonna be over in 19 seconds. So I'm just gonna go here. Good morning. I'll talk really slow for the next 8 seconds until ads are completely over. Quit showing me that. Jesus. Whoa, we love it. We love a sweater. I've never made a wearable other than like a hat and a scarf and some gloves, but I've never made like a sweater. I found some really cute shorts I want to make though. I probably won't, but they're really cute. I found them on the Pinterest. It's hot as hell in here. I don't have my AC on today. I just have the fan on because it's only 68 outside, so yeah, I hate finishing. I don't want to sew in my ends. I don't want to put on a border. I don't want to do any of that shit. Yeah, that's good. I saw, like, I watch a lot of Max Velocity. I saw he was live doing, he was watching some storm chasers on the ground, but I think they were in Oklahoma. The people chasing down tornadoes. So, yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic. So Mr. You can't pin? That sounded really much ruder than I thought it was going to. Like, if you hover over your message, the three dots, the third option isn't pin message. I'm just curious, because I feel like you should be able to pin because you're a mod over there. There, it's pinned. That seems really weird. Can you pin you can't even pin your own messages? That's wild that you would allow somebody to be a mod on a channel, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, whatever, and that they can't do something as simple as pin a message. Like, that's like the most, banning and pinning messages are the most basic functions a mod can do, and you don't even let them do. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. So, for real, I don't dislike YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't like the things I don't like about YouTube. One, discoverability. There's no front page. There's no, like, it is not Twitch, right? It is supposed to be for videos. So the probability of somebody randomly coming across your stream on YouTube, slim to none, all right? And I accept that. I will say, though, since I've started streaming over on YouTube and here, I do have 40 subscribers on YouTube, and I appreciate y'all, but I'm surprised that I have 40. Hello, Rose, how are y'all? Secondly, I don't like the delay. Like, it is automatic. There's nothing I can do about it. I think it's like a 7-second delay YouTube automatically puts on. Not a huge fan of that, but that's okay. That's okay. And then there's one more thing, and I can't remember what it was. So, it must not have been important. Must not have been important. Alright, and then Stump the Builder signups are still going. We do have one person signed up. I'll give it till the end of this week. They do have decent analytics. I get more hits on my YouTube shorts than I do on my TikToks. So, it, you know, like, it's a video platform, right? It's looking for short videos and long content form. It doesn't really look for streams. I really want to start making videos. I'm just overwhelmed at the process. I'm overwhelmed by a lot of things today. It's nothing major. But, like, I'm very overwhelmed by the process of editing videos. That part, like, I can sit here for hours and film. So, I just don't like editing. So I came downstairs yesterday, and Mr. Quiv goes, we should get electric bikes. What this means in Mr. Quiv speak is, I have been looking at electric bikes. I found some that I want. I think it's a good deal. We should get them. What do you think about that? And I said, we can get electric bikes. However, if we don't use them this year, you are responsible for getting them out of my house by the end of summer next year. Like, that's the rule. If you bring it in and we're not using it, you're responsible for getting it out of my house. So I guess he's going to go pick up some electric bikes today. Wasn't even me this time. Wasn't even me. We are working on this house. We just have the exterior to do. Also, before we start, I found a new map overlay. I just want to show you. It's not all of the worlds. All of the worlds do not have it. But this is the one I'm currently using. And it is by Dershayan. I'm not trying to be funny. Dershayan. They have more than half. But it is like an art style replacement. And they have it for like most of the world. So there's Oasis Springs. And then we have Newcrest. I haven't looked at all of them. But like I said, they don't have like the new world. I still love and have 20th Century Plumb Bobs. They have one. That's the one I used to have all the time. They have one for every world, all the way up through Nordhaven. So, there's that. I have not deleted this world yet. I was like, this world has a lot of stuff in it. This is the world that intimidates me the most. Oh, a little bit. I think Newcrest is supposed to be an add-on to Willow Creek. So, what is this? I've never noticed this before. So yes, we're sitting here looking at map replacements now. I think they look nice. I think they look, I don't want to say better than the 20th Century Plum Bob ones. I think those look fantastic. I do think these look better than EA's default maps. And I will forever wonder why they didn't give us buildable lots here. This should have had buildable lots on it. But like the beach and everything, it's very nice. The only negative I have found to these maps is where the end of the lot is. If you have something kind of over it, and you'll see that when we go back to, what world are we in? Willow Creek. You'll see that like one of the trees is just cut off. Also, so Glimmerbrook only has 4 lots. Vampire World only has 4 lots. Moonwoodville has like 5 lots. They don't have many more lots. What I think is going to happen when we get to these worlds is Ravenwood, the one that came with Life and Death, is going to become an occult world. So that one is going to... What happened here? Where are my apartments? Interesting. I hadn't looked at these yet. Something's broken there. We might be going back to 20th Century Plum Bob. I don't know. These are very pretty. I just wanted to see what they all look like. I downloaded them and then I went and played Fortnite. I'm not gonna lie about it. Not even gonna pretend that that didn't happen. I don't know whose map this is. I don't know if this is a replacement map. I think these are EA maps. I don't think they've gotten these ones done. I knew they didn't have all of them done. This one is not or this one is a replacement map. Yeah, so I think what we're gonna do when we get to Ravenwood is also turn that into... Yeah, some of these are not. I might put 20th Century Plum Bob in where these are. Not gonna lie about it. Just so I have map replacements for everything, because I don't love their maps. You know, I think they're... I knew what I was going to do. But I think this is also going to become a cult. I'm going to make this vampire area. And in town here, I'm going to have it be spellcasters. And then in this area, I'm going to do werewolves. So we have a few more lots. I feel like this world being kind of an occult-based world is going to be a good time. That's how I feel about it. So that's what we're going to do. It's interesting which worlds they chose to do the maps for and which ones they didn't. Maybe they're just still working on them. That's not where I meant to go. Okay, thank you. But you can see on this lot, half this tree is missing because I have it on the corner. So are these bad map overlays? Absolutely not. They're beautiful. I'm looking to see if I have it shaved. I don't think I do. I do. So if you were interested in any of those, it's this. We'll just let that stay up there for 20 minutes. I haven't added those to my CC list because I don't know if I'm keeping them. They're pretty, but I like consistency, and I think 20th Century Plum Bob, because they have all of them, and they're good maps. 20th Century Plum Bob is still good maps. I'm probably going to switch back to those. I don't know how I feel about this song. I like Benson Boone. I don't know how I feel about this song. Why is this not... I'm trying to get air on me. My back is already sweating, and we've only been going for 15 minutes, you know? All right, exterior of this house. We're gonna put a barbecue there. I'm just gonna put the fire pit like here, and we'll put some chairs around it. And then maybe we just put this up here. Sounds like a good place for it. I'm going to do a fence. I really like this fence, I'm not gonna lie about it. And I just want the fence to go like here. We might move some stuff. Like, we might move this here. I really want this tree house, but I think it's too big for the yard. Like, it is... I have it saved. I think the tree house is not gonna work. I think it's too big for the yard. I need to sit up straight, man. Do I do it like that? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll put that there. Actually, I kind of want two. Oh, well, never mind. If the door handle is not going to be on both sides, I don't want it no more. Alright, and then this will hopefully show us the other playground equipment. Let me get rid of my custom content. Don't mind that. I think I'm going to tool this. I know that when you guys download it, this will not be tooled anymore for you. But for me, it will be. I don't know if I'm able to do anything with it. I'm not, because I already took it off the lot. Please hold. I forgot you have to change the color of it before you do that. I feel like this is the one that would work the best, because, like, yeah, the colors are cute. Oh, maybe like this one. It's got some colors in it. But it's not fully colored in, and I like that. So we'll do this one. And we'll put it like here. There we go. Now I had a hopscotch out. Hot. Wow. The hopscotch out front. It's fine. I'm fine. I like this tree, but I don't like that it's naked. Maybe we put like this little tree here. Oh, that is right by another tree. I kind of want it like here. But I don't want it to get into the house. And it's definitely in the house. We'll do like that. Something was going on there. Technically, I am tongue-tied. Supposedly, there's like something you can tell. Like if you open your mouth as wide as you can, you should be able to stick the tip of your tongue onto the roof of your mouth. I cannot do that. Also, if I stick my tongue out too far, it activates my gag reflex. So there's a good chance tongue-tied is actually what just happened there. I like that tree there. I want a big tree over here, though. A big old tree. A big one. That's not a big one. Do we have, like, pine trees around here? No, but we have palm trees. But only on that side. Interesting that palm trees was a thing. I want like this big old tree. No, but like it's genuine. That's a genuine thing. I wasn't trying to be funny. Most people, when they open their mouth as wide as they can touch the tip of their tongue to the roof of their mouth. I cannot. I have a little short tongue, all right? Ooh, so. Oh, the second thing is just like, if I stick my tongue out too far, that is a thing that happens. And not everybody's going to do that, though. I have quite the reflex there. So, I don't know if I told everybody this, but I know I told the group my house was stinky. We couldn't figure out what it was. It smelled like sour milk. Like, right before we went on our camping trip, for like 2 days, we're like, what is this smell? We found the source of the smell. It was indeed something that had tried to escape my cats and didn't. It was hiding under the refrigerator. Yeah, that means you're not... Supposedly, like I said, we did. It was a little field mouse hiding from the cats under the fridge. And Mr. Cliff was like, you want to help me? Absolutely not. I told you the second you told me you thought it was something dead in my house that it was 100% your problem. That I was no longer involved. Did I help? Yes. My job was handing him paper towels. But like, no thank you. No thank you. That's disgusting. Alright. I'm going to figure out these bikes and where they're going in a minute. And then, nobody asked me about my banana yesterday, and I forgot all about it. The reason we didn't stream on Monday is because I bought some Weiler's peanut butter and strawberry snack bites. Peanut butter and strawberry. On the front of the image, peanuts, butter, and strawberries. Guess what one of the binding agents in this thing was? And I didn't check because peanut butter and strawberries, fucking bananas. I had like 4 or 5 of these fucking things, right? 100%. And I was like, well, shit. A, I can't have these anymore. B, I need to take a Benadryl like immediately. And C, we have to stay in this area because it was closer to the hospital in case anything went awry. Obviously, nothing went awry. But I'm one of those people, once Benadryl hits my system, it's like a full 36 hours before I'm a fully functional human being again. It puts me out. Like, some people are like, oh, Benadryl doesn't affect me. I would love to know what that's like. Because I take it, and an hour later, I am fighting for my life to stay awake. Like, it was for the mouse, but it could have been for me, too. I almost died. I can't remember what that is. I can see the guy saying it. He's, like, on the floor scooting back. I can see the guy, and I can't think of what it is. So, but yeah, I had a very eventful weekend. And then when we was camping, we were up there, and I was like seeing yard sale signs all over the place. I'm allergic to everything. But there were yard sales all over the place. I was like, oh, maybe they're citywide, right? We didn't. There just happened to be yard sales all over the place. And we were going around Saturday morning because Saturday morning is like a normal yard sale morning, right? We're getting to places at like 10 or 11 o'clock. How are we getting to these places at 10 or 11 o'clock? And they're already saying everything is half price. Okay. I got an Igloo little cooler, like a little boop boop with 2 ice packs in it for $1. I will be back there every time y'all have yard sales. $1? Okay. We got like, we do a lot of clothes at, it is a strong word. Yep. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Good. But that was like, we went to like 4 or 5 places. And every time we got out of the car and started walking up, everything's half off. Everything on this side is a quarter. You can get anything on that box for free. Everything. I'm just like, yes, please. Thank you. That's fair. I'm allergic to a lot of things. I said that same thing. He said, do you want help with this? I said, no. I will out of obligation. But I don't want to do anything. I'm laying in my new beanbag chair, my guy. I don't want to do anything. We got that love sack. That was the best and worst decision we have ever made because I live in that thing. I get done streaming. I go down and make my little snack after stream, my little lunch. I plop right in there, turn YouTube on, and I'm in there for like 2 or 3 hours. Don't talk to me. Like, it's like a little nest, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How are you, Sunny? I love that kind of stuff. It's because now everybody thinks that like they have something cool and fun. Yeah, I do have seasonal allergies. When you have something like cool or fun or whatever, everybody's like, oh, this is worth so much money. I'm gonna sell this at my yard sale for $25-$50. Motherfucker, it's a yard sale. You have the shit from your house on your front lawn for strangers to mosey up in and buy, and you want to charge me $50? I think the fuck not, good sir. I will take my 25 cents. He got a lamp. We got rid of the lamp, although he looked it up. Supposedly the lamp was $130. I said, are you actually going to sell that? He said no. I said, give it to Goodwill. Somebody else can deal with that. But we did keep the lampshade because it was one of those 10 metal lampshades with the puncture holes in it, and I think that's going to be really fucking cool. So we did keep the lampshade and got rid of the lamp. Yeah, go be a potato, man. You do some Sims. The laundry always has to be done. I have a load in the dryer that's been in there since Monday. Because I did my laundry on Monday. I was productive on Monday in between naps and Fortnite. Because I also was playing Fortnite on Monday. And I'm not sorry about that either. It's because I could walk away from it, you know? Sometimes I'll be very honest. Sometimes I cancel stream. Not because I don't want to be here. But because I already know that, like, it's not my best day. And I'm going to want to get up and walk away every half an hour, 45 minutes. And I can't do that with everybody here. I can't be like, guys, I'll be back in like half an hour. Figure it out until then. Because that's what I do. I just up and disappear. So on days I know that I'm not going to be able to make myself stay in this chair, I'm just like, I'm just going to cancel stream. That's fair. It is kind of a necessity. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. People... and I've said this a million times. I stream for fun. I stream for community. I stream to have a good time. And if I think that my attitude is not going to be beneficial to any of those goals, we're not going to be here that day. It's just not going to happen. Because if I'm not having fun, you're not having fun. If I'm not in a good mood, it bleeds through. Like, so I would rather just not put that on anybody else. I'll keep that to myself those days. It doesn't happen super often, but it does happen. So if you, as a streamer, feel like you have to get up every day and stream because your schedule said you were streaming today and you just don't have it in you, don't do that to yourself. You're going to burn yourself out. You're going to start resenting doing it, and then it's not fun for anybody. And yeah, I do. I put myself right in timeout. You are 100% correct. I'll use that now. On days when I do that, when I'm like, hey guys, stream's canceled, put myself into timeout. Thank you, Rose. Everybody who's been here is going to know what that means. And then it'll be used, if I remember. But yeah, I do. I put myself right in timeout. I'm not trying to make this not fun. If it's not fun, I'm not going to do it. That's why I only play Fortnite with people. Because without people, it's not fun. I die a lot. It makes me really sad. I just can't do it. I need some rocks. We're sketching. Sometimes there's certain days I know that, like, if I get on, even when I don't feel like it, that I'm going to feel better by the time we start. Like, but there are some days, there's no amount of it's going to be a good day that's going to fix it. It's just not. I will never feel bad if you join my game with a crown. Never, not once. That is a promise I can make to you. You should feel bad for yourself because you're going to lose it. I'm not going to feel bad. You've seen me play. Y'all have seen me play. I'm an absolute troll. I'm a little goblin, all right? Sometimes we troll real well and we win, but most of the times I'm dead. Because I'm like, I could push this team by myself. Or it's like me and Sar and Tommy, Rachel, and Nicole are across the map. Or Amaryllis has already gone off and pushed the team like I'm doing by myself. And we all just die. It just is what it is. We're just gonna die. Listen, I've had 7 crown wins this season. And for some people, they're like, that's nothing. I'm good with that 7. I was good with 1. I feel bad for some people. Most people, you knew what you was getting into. Again, you've seen me play. And I want this to come like that. Obviously not quite as large. I'm reading chat and trying to be productive, you guys. I do expect a cookie at the end of stream for that. I just want you all to know that. Look at me, doing the thing stream says I'm doing and also trying to talk to chat. How are you, Gryffindor? Hopefully it's easy, a doctor's appointment. I've only ever had one bad doctor's appointment with a kiddo, and that's when it was vaccine time. And I felt bad for every parent who had ever existed before me and any parent in the lobby, because my kid let everybody know that she was getting a shot. When I say 3 grown nurses, that was not a lie. And they're all looking at me like, are you going to help? Nope, y'all can be the bad guys. If y'all want to hold my kid down, I can be like, hey, I get why you're doing it. I'm not mad about it. But when she's mad that somebody held her down to give her a shot, it ain't going to be me. It's going to be you. You made that choice. Ooh, make some cookies. What kind of cookies? I have been relegated to gingerbread cookies for Christmas by the entire family. Although I made some, I think I put the recipe in Discord. They're called, they called them empty tomb rolls for Easter, but they are, it's a cinnamon roll with a marshmallow on the inside, and you dip. It's crescent rolls. I lied to you. So it's crescent rolls. You need crescent rolls, cinnamon sugar, butter. Ooh, chocolate with walnuts. You never see walnuts. Those sound delicious. I do like walnuts in my brownies. But you take your crescent, you know, like you make the crescent rolls, they fold up in a little triangle. You dip the marshmallow in butter, cinnamon sugar, put it in there, roll it up like you would a normal crescent roll, and then you brush the butter and the cinnamon roll. You make a ball. You make a ball. I'm remembering this off the top of my head. Marshmallow in the crescent, form it into a little ball, butter, cinnamon, put it in the oven, like 350 for, I think it was 8 to 12 minutes. Ours was like 11 minutes. I have never heard so many compliments on any, I couldn't have it, right? Because like I'm still in my avoid sugar because it could make you sick at that point. Everybody was like, half the group was like, bring these every single time. And I was like, cool, easy. The other half of the group was, don't ever bring these again because this is all I'm going to eat. So general consensus, I have tried to you're talking to a fat kid. I have tried a deep fried Oreo. They're delicious. The fair has them every year. They also have homemade donuts, and I eat those too. They're delicious. All right. You're talking to somebody who lives next to Wisconsin who does deep fried butter, which I have never had, because to me even that is a step too far. All right? They are super easy to make. It's literally an Oreo dipped in like funnel cake batter. Yeah, deep fried butter. They have deep fried ranch as well, which again I have never tried because I don't know how we're doing the ranch. The butter they freeze. They take a stick of butter. I'm not even kidding you. They take a stick of butter, they freeze it on the skewer, they dip it in the batter, they deep fry it, you buy it, and that's what you eat. Okay? I have never had deep fried butter. That is just not something that I have ever been like, that's what I want. A lot of people like it. Deep fried ice cream is delicious. 10 out of 10. Deep fried cheesecake. I used to work at Frisch's, and they had something called the Fire and Ice cheesecake. It was a piece of frozen cheesecake, so you can get the one from Walmart or Kroger, and you stick it in a freezer, and you freeze it, and you dip it in whatever batter you want to use to deep fry, and then you roll it in Frosted Flakes, because that's the ice part. So you rolled it in the Frosted Flakes, and you deep fried it, and then that's what we serve people. It was so good. Yeah, I just don't feel, I feel like everybody's like, everything is delicious deep fried. I think butter is not. I think butter is not something I would be like, that's delicious deep fried. I'd be like, that is a heart attack. Literal heart attack on a stick. I just am not interested. Right, like if it's almost like a donut type of a batter, right? Like, ooh, or a cornbread muffin. I'd be down with that. She asked if I had a deep fried Oreo. I'm over here fat kidding it up, talking about deep fried everything. But yeah, I don't understand the stick of butter. Right? Like, I have no gallbladder. That's just like, I think that's an emergency trip to the bathroom for anybody. It's coming out one end or the other. Listen, if you like deep fried butter, that is 100% good for you. I'm just telling you personally, it's not for me. And I am going to judge you. I can't even say quietly. My face speaks a lot for me. I am going to judge you if I see you order a pound of a thing of deep fried butter. I am going to judge you. How are you, Gloopy? I'm glad your cats are doing good. I can't wait to see that Victoria, or the steampunk build. That one I'm really excited to see. How are you doing? The butter, I can have butter occasionally, but I think the reason I can have butter occasionally is deep fried pickles is good. Deep fried pickles is good. I'm sorry, creative. You dip that in a little bit of ranch, you're missing out on a good time. As a Midwesterner, you know everything tastes better in ranch. It's deep fried pickles and ranch. They're delicious. Yeah, I just don't. Now, like, I know people, and I'm not saying people on keto diets eat sticks of butter, but I know, like, people on a keto diet, they'll, like, put butter in their coffee. And, like, part of me is like, not for me. But, like, if you're putting butter in instead of, like, creamer, I can also see where, like, that makes sense. I'm not sure what the butter thing is about with keto. I just know, like, a lot of people on keto do the butter on things in their coffee and stuff. I get deep fried Oreos. We get the donuts. And there's also, no thank you, ma'am. There's also not sweet pickles. Ma'am. I'm good. I'm a good old-fashioned dill girl. I want them tart and crunchy, all right? But we also have, there's these fries. They're like cheese fries. They're so good. And like the homemade fries. So like they make them themselves and fry them there. Those are the only things I get at the fair. We have like, and the lemonade. But we obviously, like, 4-H runs a booth, so typically, like, we're always at the 4-H booth. I don't know if you would call that fair food. We go to the 4-H booth because it's cheaper and it's the local 4-H kids that are running it. Ooh, we don't get elephant ears. We do have funnel cake, but I haven't seen elephant ears up here. I know what you're talking about. They're delicious. See, she's over here talking about some deep fried bacon. I mean, that's fine. With ranch, but she won't eat pickles and ranch. Ma'am, I think you would like pickles and ranch. They're not sweet pickles though. They're the like dill pickles. I like scones, but there's never any at the state fair when I go. Y'all, I can find those at the farmer's market. We have a really fun little farmer's market. I was like, we can finish this today. I love bacon. I can only have like a piece or two, but I love bacon. I just oh my gosh. I combined Gloopy and Rose's messages at the same time and was so confused because, like, I was reading Gloopy's as yours typed up, and I read, I'm done decorating Barbie stick. It's deep fried bacon. And I was like, I read that like 3 times that way before I realized it was 2 separate messages. Like, I'm going to look it up later today. I assume, Gloopy, that your EA ID is the same as your Twitch ID. No, that's fair. That's fair. I know that you're vegetarian, but like some people are not fans of bacon. It's too fatty or greasy. They don't like the flavor, and that's valid. You like fake BLTs. You like fakin'. So it's an FLT. I mean, if that's your thing, but like typically deep fried pickles are slices. And I would much I don't think deep fried pickles are very phallic shaped. They're more like coins. Now, I like, what kind of bacon do you use for your fakin'? I'm curious because we've tried like the spring roll wrappers that have been, you know, like in the soy sauce or whatever. Those aren't terrible, but they're not my favorite. But I like crispy bacon. If you don't like crispy bacon, don't eat those. Morningstar, okay. Like we've tried a lot of different things. I don't mind the Morningstar sausage, but I prefer bacon over sausage. But if I have to eat sausage, I prefer patties over links. You know? My kid, links over patties. We always had two types of sausage in this house. Are you a link person or a patty person? Really? I still prefer bacon. I'm a bacon goily. Underscore. Let me set that down. I'm gonna just put it in my personal little channel for me so I can find it later. So I can find it later. Why do I just go here? We'll just go here and we'll find you now. It is... Oh, it's not an X, it's a Z. I think maybe... I'm not sure why it's not showing for me. Did I spell something wrong? I don't think I did. OOP underscore. I will look for it later because I don't know why it's not showing up right now. No, that's fair. I'm just, you know, I just like to give everybody a hard time. You're not immune to that. I hit shift. I've been on no bacon. I had bacon the other day for the first time in a while, though. It was delicious, in case anybody was wondering. I don't remember what I had it, why I had it. Oh, I do remember because we were getting a sub, and I was like, can I get it? Oh, it's a dash. And I'll do that, and then I'll come back and look at it later. Because if I start looking at everybody's stuff right now, you know? See, I don't know what kind. I just eat the bacon. I don't... Sometimes the bacon is great. Other times the bacon is not great. I put all of those the exact same way. I feel like I rotated some of these. This is where my mailbox is going, because I don't think I've got it up there. I have not had issue so far with meats as far as what I can and can't eat. So we do have beef. Put this, well, I'm gonna put this out here a little bit, and then I'll Yeah, I use a lot of CC. I use all of the CC on my Sims. As much CC as I can slam on there, I'm gonna use it. Do I want like this or do I want a little tree? I gotta turn on debug and live edit. Because the bush I like is the darker green one. This one right here is debug. See, I don't have a gallbladder, but I haven't had an issue with that. So hopefully that holds true. But I know a lot of people say that they warned me several times I may not be able to eat like red meat after surgery, and I was like, I think I'll be fine. I was kind of an asshole. I wasn't. But no, I don't have any issue at this point. Alright, I need some actual flowers though. I kind of want to use the hydrangeas just because like maybe we use this one. Is that in bushes? It's gonna be base game. There's a lot of no gallbladder people here. It's like a little secret club. You can be here if you have a gallbladder. Just know that we have our own secret little club of no gallbladder people. And as soon as you get your gallbladder removed, you're automatically a member. Yeah. Like half of us don't have a gallbladder here. It doesn't work that way, Vicky. You can't have your gallbladder anymore, and that's just what it is. You can't get in by proxy of your dad. You're not grandfathered in. Is this it? No. I'm looking for this bush with the orange flowers. I guess it's not here. I had mine until 3 years ago. And then, like, the body rebelled. I got some gallstones. I was like, it's not a big deal. And then 2 days later, we went to the ER. And they were like, you'll probably have to have that removed. And I was like, you know, fantastic. And then we were good for like a month. And it happened again. And I was like, don't put me in for emergency surgery. But we got to go to the hospital. And so we went. And they were like, you're going to have to get that removed. And I said, it's fine. And that went on for like 2 months until finally they were like, we're going to set you up an appointment to get that scheduled to be taken out. And I was like, yeah, because I'm not doing that on my own. I'm not going to call and make that appointment. Thanks. And Mr. Quiff was funny. He was like, you'd rather be in pain than go into a surgery I've never been to? Yeah. I eat lettuce sometimes. That's fantastic. A year is a long time to be on a Twitch. I don't know how long I've been. 7 years? That's funny though. Mine was not emergency. I was scheduled. They said April 1st, and I looked and I said, haha, April Fool's Day? And they were like, no, actually, April's 1st. And I was like, okay. I don't like surgeries. Iru's over here like, please don't die. And I'm like, if a surgery's involved, that's always a possibility. It just is what it is. Theoretically. But like, you should only have to have your tonsils removed twice. And I know people that have had them grow back. No, thank you. I used to brag that I had all of my useless organs, and I can't anymore. I do still have my tonsils and my appendix, but I do not have my gallbladder. Yeah, yes, your tonsils can actually grow back. That's a big old. I like that. I don't know. I feel like Willow Creek could hold one of these. I feel like it could be here. Like here. I've been playing The Sims 4 for 2.5 years. I know. I took good care of me. Yeah, I do have my wisdom teeth removed as well. I have 3. I still have 1 in my mouth. I don't know why. I went to the new dentist up here and I told them that and they didn't believe me. And then they saw the x-ray. Sorry, I stopped to read what Creative was saying. You might. They do grow. They don't always grow back. But, like, there are several documented cases, like, to the point it's not even surprising, of people who have had their tonsils grow back. I still have mine. So, I can't experience the growing back of tonsils. It is, man. I got that shit surgically removed. What do you mean it came back? What do you mean? They were like, actually, we're just gonna hang out here some more if you don't mind. I do mind. That's why I got you removed. Ooh, we can do these pink ones with our pink house. Although that looks purple. I guess those are pink. I think I'm gonna get rid of that. Put a couple of those. The wrong way. I do still have my appendix. I have never played Minecraft because I didn't know that you could have it not in first person. And by the time my kid told me about this, she had already, like, I was no longer interested. I think everybody in my family still has their appendix. I've had a couple of times where I thought, this is it, my appendix has ruptured. I think it was my gallbladder the whole time. Because I was getting the pain here for my... Yeah, my kid was telling me about it. Like, you can go into third person mode. I can't remember how you do it. It's just a setting. It is important. It is important. I do still have my tonsils and my appendix. I do still have those things. Those are larger than I thought. I don't know. Some people, I don't know. If you can see them. I think you can see your tonsils. Aren't those like the little things in the back? This is a nice... I'm glad that we can learn here together. Because sometimes y'all tell me stuff and I'm like, there's no fucking way that's true. They're lying right now and you're not. You sure aren't. I've had... I don't know if they consider wisdom teeth a surgery. Mine technically, I will say yes, because mine were technically like cut out. They hadn't erupted yet, so they took them out because they were growing in sideways. Listen. Is that Parasite like 6 now? Yeah, right? Like, she's not 6, she's like 3. But yeah. Mine's not even my Parasite. I took somebody else's Parasite. So yeah, I've had my wisdom teeth, my gallbladder, my bariatric surgery, and I think that's it. I think that's all I've had. Like, I wasn't, like, I don't know. When I think of surgery, I think something they put you, like, under for, and I was wide awake for my wisdom teeth. They just numbed me up real good because I couldn't afford anything else. They were like, we can put you under for this much, and I was like, I'm broke, my guy. What's your cheapest option? Your cheapest paying free option is. No, a C-section is a surgery. It's a scary surgery. There's a lot of stuff that, like, after you have a C-section, you can't do for a while. My sister-in-law was like, after she had my nephew, she was like, I need you to come vacuum my house. And it had been like 3 days. And I was like, first of all, why is your husband not vacuuming your house? And I guess, like, one of the kids had made a mess, and you can't vacuum after a C-section. Like, you just can't. It's abdominal muscles. And she wanted it cleaned up before he got home. I said, why ain't the kids vacuuming? And she just laughed, and then she started crying, and she said, just please. So I just came over, and that's not all she needed. She just didn't want to ask somebody for help. So I had to go over there and, like, do some things. And then I had to tell my brother to watch her because she doesn't want to ask for help. She needed help. They are hard. Like, you know, and being a new mom and having to recover from a surgery, absolutely not. Absolutely. I like this bush. This is kind of the bush I use everywhere. Ooh, I'm hungry. Yeah, I would be hungry. Yeah, it's 100% a surgery. Those are all the same bush. I thought there might be a little difference. Not that one. All the same bush. I think I'm going to use this over here. Doesn't this come in base game? Give me... Let me suggest base game for a minute. Yeah, why use an extra pack if I don't have to? Have I used Love Struck? Probably. We'll put that there. Like that? I don't mind them coming up like that. Ooh, that lighting though. Yeah. She needed, like, we were able to do that once she, like, started telling us she needed some help. She just didn't want to say nothing. I'm like, woman, I'm a bonk you. I think Judith Ward needs a makeover. I think they made her look far too old. I know that she's supposed to be like a washed up celebrity or whatever, but she's just an adult, and they've tried to, like, if you were gonna make her a washed up celebrity, especially with that hair, make her an elder. It's okay. I think you made her immortal, so I think I'm gonna use the bushes from Businesses and Hobbies with the lights in them, or is it these? Ooh, it's these. Didn't we get bushes with lights in them for Businesses and Hobbies? Am I remembering incorrectly? I am. We'll set these here. And then we need a little something back here. A little bit of something back in the corner. I'm going to save. Ads are going to start in 1 minute. I'm going to throw us on a BRB screen because I'm going to go grab my lunch. I'm hungry. So yeah, we'll be right back. have my lunch. So you see me reach down to take a nibble. I got egg salad. How nicely does this look at night? I'm cool with that. I'm good with that. I'm looking for stuff to put in here. I guess I can grab another one of these. I'll put it like here. Make sure it's not clipping too terribly. I know there's like a little notch type thing in. Turn off our grid because I despise it. I have strong feelings about the grid. None of them are positive. I want to use this, but it's far too large. And could I size it down? Yeah, but then like I feel like it looks a little like the whatchamacallit on it isn't very good. And because the footprint still thinks it's massive, it wants to jump up. I've taken one bite of food and I have hiccups. One bite. Yes, hydrangeas it is. I don't want a bunch of hydrangeas now. Other way. Moving like that. Nobody will know. Except for us. Okay, I'm okay with that. Do I love it? No. But I'm okay with it. And we can put like this here, and then we'll do another small one back here. I can maybe grab one of these small. And we'll put it like here. Let Down Radio. It is the emoest little station ever. I love it. Sometimes you're just in the mood to hit a genre of music, and you don't know what all is in that genre. So you put in a band name, and this is where it leads you, and you're pleased. You know what are you gonna do? Those are pretty. I like these better. I think I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna put them over here, maybe a little smaller, same kind of area. And that'll probably, we may need one more bigger something here. So we can do like that. They are worth it. It's like when you're snuggling with your partner and you can't feel your arm anymore, but you're not moving. Baby snuggles are better, though. I have no babies to snuggle. Sniff their little heads. Yeah, all of my babies are... I think the youngest one is 9. All my babies are babies no more. Oh my god, that was much larger than I thought it was going to be. How you doing? Maybe we sneak in another one of these. We can like put it... Please stop. I had the Windows key instead of the Alt key, and my computer was like, you wanted this up, right? No, I never want that up. Push this here. Do a little adjustment. There's gonna be dirt down here, so we're gonna be okay. I need something right here. What? I don't know. Something will pop out. And I'm like, yeah, that's the thing I need. Like that. Like that could do it. The biggest decision, I can tell you, the biggest decision I make, what is already in the area when I pick stuff. This tree is already in the area. I haven't seen any of these bushes, but I know they're base game. These low-lying plants are kind of scattered throughout, so those make sense to be here. We know that this is in the area. It's right here. It's just a different color swatch. Oh, placement, I don't know. Just whatever looks right. That's the big one, though. Like, genuinely, if you're looking for the best trip in landscaping, look at what's already there. This I figured was okay because we have palm trees, so why not a monstera? It's a humid environment. What about this in dark green? This one. Yes, I think that's his. I think that will work if we can get this like this. Stop like this. I need you a little more. Pop that there. I just need something here. I do. It is mostly on vibes. I look at it and I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And then I see this and I'm like, something here, and it needs to be at least this tall. Because it's gonna continue up this angle here. So whatever goes here has to hit at least here. I can't tell you why that's the decision I made. But whatever's here needs to be this tall. Let me look at just Cottage Living Debug, because that's where this came from. You're short. That's what's there. None of those are the answer. Not a single one. These are fantastic, but I need, like I said, I need something that's gonna sit like here. Right here. When you're looking at it. That's the first thing. That's the only time I want debug on. Debug and live edit, only when I'm landscaping. Yeah, well, this is not short in the front. This is shorter. It's shorter in the front. I like this little tree. And if this tree came in other swatches, it would be this little tree. Because that fits exactly how I need it to fit right here. But that's what I need there, just not that color. And that's the only swatch it has. It's just something crunchy in my egg salad. I made it myself, so it's my fault that it's in there. But I wasn't expecting it. I put in onions, but it could have been an eggshell. Just so you guys know. I know my face got real weird there for a second. That's why. We could... No. No. I know what I might do.
One
Jesus,
eternity
fuck.
later.
Clary, I'm gonna whoop you. You're grounded. The house is coming together nicely, by the way. I'll do that. See, some things just need to be... Nope, this still needs to be tall. But I have more room here now. She's in trouble. Don't be excited to see her. She's grounded. She scared me.
Where is
She's
my
grounded.
super suit?
Well, I'm gonna just make this screen bigger so I can actually see it all. Because it like cuts off the lower half of my vision. So I'm only seeing like one row. Did I get a timer? I'm just trusting that somebody set a timer because I didn't. Oh my good lord. It's gotta be something that... This is almost 3D effects with these goggles on. This little bush. Oh, that fucked me up. That'll get me all off balance. Just don't look at it. I could change the color of the hostas. So we could put another one here. Smaller it. And like put it here. Like it's still growing. I think that's okay. I want my mailbox. I need debug off because I will never find my mailbox. What do we think of this mailbox here? I kind of like it. I think I like it. I'm gonna put that there and then see if there's any other options. No, not that one. I also like this one, I'm not gonna lie. But I think for such a traditional house... Well, when we put the... That's what we need to do. Hold on. You come back here. I wasn't done with you. You. That's an option. Because when we put the banister on, it could sit like right at the end of the banister. I think that could be cute. I do. I don't have outside trash cans because I'm going to put those in the backyard. From what I can tell, this looks decent. I'm going to put like the bikes somewhere over here. I just gotta... I might not even change the... I keep looking this way because I'm like, let me read chat. I can't read shit. There's 7 cameras right now. But the bikes will end up over here. I may not replace the path. I kind of like it. I might make the... I might get the heavier gravel and hit the inside with it so it's a little darker. Obviously, we got to put terrain paint underneath there. Let's do the front porch real quick. Alright, so we have some gardening pots and a bonsai. These probably should be facing so they can be used. And there's not really a lot of space here to put anything to sit on. So I'm probably not going to put nothing there. And then maybe a little chest table. I don't think we have a chest table inside. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. So maybe we have a little, like this little guy. I think this will work. So if we do this... Hello? I just want the chair. Okay. But I want it like under this. Do you think that would be okay? I think that would be okay. Maybe. I think it would be okay. They need a little welcome mat.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah! Oh, yeah! Ah! Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Oh.
Put this here. I think that oh, we still have to do the stair railings. I don't remember what fence I used. Love Struck? Yes, we used Love Struck. So here's the question. We have two different mailboxes. We have this one. Oh, thank you. It's very bright all of a sudden. With a Peaches song? That's fantastic. As she should. I'm reading chat. I'm working on it. It's not very hot where I am yet. Okay. I'm mostly caught up. Okay. Back to my... Now I can see. So that's mailbox 1. Mailbox 1 is okay. But... Hello? I think mailbox 2... Right here. It's kind of annoying, actually. Mailbox 2, kind of annoying. And if I put it like this, they're going to be like, oh, I couldn't reach your mailbox. Mailbox 1 it is. We know what they're going to say. I couldn't reach your mailbox, so I just threw it wherever I felt like it. Good luck. And you'll check the mailbox and it's there. It's really just your post person trying to flirt with you. Don't fall for it. Okay. Does this table come in like a... Yeah. We'll do that up here. Dirt, please. Nope. You. Fuck. We'll layer some terrain paints here near the end. I thought we would be done with the landscaping by now. We see how that's going. I'm debating whether or not I want to fill in this side of the yard with plants too. It would be easier because all of the plants we would use are literally right here. I'm thinking about it. We do like this, I can make this like here. Enjoy your lunch. And we can do like this. But those are all just gonna move all over the place. We all know this. I don't think I like it. I think we keep the small pebble, but we put Is it under stone or masonry? Cushy concrete. Yeah. We do like that. I think that's the goal here. And then we'll take our dirt and really lightly we'll hit underneath this. I know that looks the same, but it's not. Just a little bit, you know? This is good. I got the porch here. That's that haint blue. I kind of really want to do the rest over here. But if I invest that time and then I don't like it, I never do the stepping stones. Not that I dislike them. I do like them. I never know where they are. I find them once, I'll never find them again. And I don't like digging through debug. Let's see. I'm just worried about how the edge of the lot is gonna look. There's some there. But I'm talking about, I do have better build by. Do I use better build by to its fullest potential? Sure don't. I sure don't. Pulling these back a little bit so we can have a more defined path with our path. They're gonna brush up against your legs. It's fine. Because in order for this to work, I need to continue these. Come on, you know exactly where I'm trying to put you. Thank you. We'd have to continue these around the back. I'd have to be like that. There's no rhyme or reason to the placement. I know she went to get lunch, but I don't want her to be like, this is what I'm talking about. Why are you placing them there? I don't know. I have no idea. Just because that's where they're supposed to be. In my head, that's where they live. I think that's fine. I think that looks good. I guess we're having a garden on both sides. This will be our bike thing. I think for this house, I'm gonna keep this. I will try them. Stepping stones. Here's the thing for the front of this house. I want to do 3 high foundation with 3 curved steps to go up it. I know curved steps are not something we have in The Sims, so I got to figure that out. But this one, I think, would have a good stepping stone because that's how far back on the lot it's going to be. And I'm filling the front yard kind of like this one with, you guys have seen Matilda and the front of Miss Honey's house, how it's like this windy little thing through like wildflowers and stuff. More manicured, but that's the vibe for the front of this house. This house, that's why I like all of these houses are gonna have a lot of like garden done. Well, mine is, it's a cafe, okay? Don't come for me. But like I think the that here and then that over there I think is gonna be good. The kids always park their bikes under this tree. So we gotta put like this here. It drives the dad crazy. He spent hours on this lawn. Alright? Hours, I say. The kid just come and puts their bike whatever they want to put it. And they've killed my lawn. Look at these dirt spots in my lawn. That's how he sounds. Those are the dirt spots in his lawn. I think it's good. Alright. The only thing I'm going to do back here is a little barbecue. This is perfect. We'll put this here with the little chairs around it. Barbecue, a little table over here. You know. And then I just want one more. This all started back here, by the way. I don't know how I went from back here to the front yard. But I did. So we have the swings. I'm looking for another piece of playground equipment. Doesn't matter to me what it is. I need to finish my lunch. Because it's been longer than it should have been. Monkey bars would be good. I don't know why this was so hard to find. Did you see a lot of yards with monkey bars in it growing up? I did not. Unless they were attached to that one thing. Swings, yes. But unless this was attached to that one thing, the little treehouse thing that had like the slide on it, did not see monkey bars growing up in my neighborhood. We had more like jungle gym things like this, but not like this. It was literally like a normal looking jungle gym. You all know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to keep explaining myself to you. We'll do these in this off-white color. I really, really like, yeah, the banners and stuff on here. So I'm gonna, and this one has pink flowers, like all of those. I could make a little playhouse. I just don't think this yard is big enough to have the little playhouse. The yard next door probably isn't large enough either. Oh no, this one might be large enough. We might be able to do a little playhouse here. I haven't made a little playhouse before. I'll have to start mentally preparing. Because if it doesn't look good, I'll cry. There we go. And then we'll continue this little path in. I gotta find all my stuff. I'm losing it. Sounds fair to me. Bring this back down through here. We might have to move these monkey bars to the other side of the yard. Maybe not. Maybe this is just gonna be more garden. I'm in the mood of landscape. I don't know if you can tell. You don't need to be having a lot of space to monkey bar. There we go. If you get kicked by the kids on the thing, that's on you. Alright, so we'll pull this back through here. And then barbecue. A barbecue outside. Put it here. I really like this barbecue. I'm not gonna lie. I think it is the cutest barbecue in the entire game. It's stinking adorable. Alright, we're gonna grab some trash cans. I've gotten in the habit of putting out 2 trash cans anymore on lots because businesses and hobbies gave us ones that look like my recycling bin and my trash can. So that's what has started happening. We've just put up a recycling can and a trash can. I don't know, maybe they shouldn't be on the back porch. You have to drag those all the way around, but I did not leave myself room for them on the front porch. Maybe they go here. Nope, they're going on the back porch. I'm just kidding. I don't want them in my garden space. They could go here, I guess. We'll put them there. That's fine. Do I like it? Oh, no, that's not what I need to do. Do I love it? No. Will I tolerate it? I suppose. I'm gonna grab the same lights and put it back here too. I want to do an outside dining table here because we're gonna put these around the fire pit. I think we'll be okay. Speaking of the chairs around the fire pit, we'll do like that. Where's the froggy chair? We have 3 kids, so I need one more like grown-up chair. There we go. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Thank you. We'll do that. I don't like any of these swatches. You can have orange. We'll keep one froggy chair. We'll do one black cat chair. That is for the sister who is the emo princess god. We gotta find a princess goth chair here. I don't want the pig one. That doesn't scream, oh, maybe they both have a black cat chair. Maybe that's the one thing that they're like, yep. That's what we need. Hello, child.
Drink!
I can't. I can 20 minutes after I'm done eating, though. And will. I need to get rid of that. How are you? Yeah. I have to wait 20 minutes after I eat to drink. I'm gonna pebble this little area up. Make this smaller. Do it like that. Thank you. I don't know where I put my kitchen. Sometimes it's the front of the build. Sometimes it's the back of the build. Typically, I put my kitchens in the back of the build. I want to start trying to put them on the front of the build and see what that looks like. Like you walk into the kitchen. I'm going to put this here. We're going to get rid of some of this. Back here. I feel like we need a couple of trees. It's probably a good thing. None of that is what I was looking for, by the way. I was looking for an outside dining room table. For right here. That's what I was looking for. We'll find out. I walk a little easier now. I do still need to sit occasionally, you know? That's just because I'm old. Every once in a while, I need to be done walking. I gotta just sit down. Put that there. I don't like that table. There's other tables. It's fine. I like the idea of that table. Is that the table I just grabbed, or is this the table? Which table did I just literally have in... Those are in the same pack. We only needed one of those tables. We didn't need both. There's this table, but it's rather large. We have this glass table outside. You know, I do like the snowy escape ones. I like that they look like they would be comfy to sit on. I know that these are heavy as hell, though. I think I'm going to go with this, though. We'll do those. And then they have a birdhouse. Not a birdhouse. A wind chime. Did we put a wind chime up front? I don't think we did. Okay. Okay. Well, I thought this is where the wind chimes were. I guess not. Maybe it is. My bad. It's in outside decorations. That's where it is. They're gonna have one off the side. We'll do the slate blue. Oh, we don't want. We can do ceramic, aluminum. We'll do the bamboo. We'll do the bamboo. I like the way it sounds. We'll put that right here. That sounds like a blast. I think that's good. I'm gonna do... I'm looking for the hose. I don't know if that is here. It should be. I'm in outdoor stuff. Okay. Oh, it's probably here. Don't mind me. I don't know what I'm doing. I've only been playing this game for 2.5 years. We'll see. Just send me a message. Talk to me about it. I'm telling y'all. The only time she wants to talk to me about stuff is in chat. She forgets that she forgets we have a Discord conversation. Message me, please. I'm not gonna remember anything here, and it disappears when the stream is over. So you're gonna be like, I told you, and I'm like, conversation's gone. I can't remember that. Now she's about to blow me up in Discord. I'm getting like 25 messages. You want me to message you like this? You want me to message you here like this? This is gonna happen. I can't say nothing because I blew her up the other day. I had a whole meltdown and gifts because I asked her a question and she wouldn't answer me. That's what I'm looking for. You know they have at least... See, I told you, she crashed out on me. They have at least one garden hose. I would like it down here on the thing. What is that called? Foundation? But that ain't gonna happen. We'll put one here. And then they also have... Does your house have 2 garden hoses? Ours only has 1. I'm gonna put one here. Absolutely. I hope it goes smooth. There's one. She's so funny. She's so funny. You're so funny. I'm gonna respond to you on stream, even though you told me to message you. She just sent me a link to the Georgia Aquarium. We're visiting you in Tennessee. Don't dox yourself. Don't tell us where you live. Don't do that. Don't be like, well, I only live 12 minutes away. Don't do that. She sent me a link to the Georgia Aquarium. Alright. I'll talk to him about it. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, man. The Georgia Aquarium. For those of you who still have littles, and you're like, man, when my kid is grown, it's gonna be so cool. This is what happens. She's grown and moved out, and still expects me to. Well, we probably go to the Georgia Aquarium, maybe, but still expects me to like treat her to the Georgia Aquarium on her birthday. Oh my gosh! I did take you to the biggest mall in the U.S. I feel like it would only be fair if I took you to the largest aquarium in the U.S. You know? Yeah, okay. We'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, partner. Also, this is how she speaks to me. Listen, yours said you only have to save $100 6 times. Okay? Only had to save $100 6 times. And if you didn't make $100 that week, that's okay. You didn't have to save it that week. I know, I'm driving all the way to Tennessee, and then she wants me to drive 3 more hours. One way. One way. Golly, man. You give and you give, and they take and they take. I know. Oh, Lord. It never ends. That's the only reason they still exist. Right? There are days. I'm going to put another one of these back here. I forgot I sized it down. But I'm going to put it right here. This is our centerpiece. Our piece de la resistance. Like that. What you going to do about it? You done moved away and got married. You're not my problem. That's between you and your little husband. You can want to fight all day. You better fight with him, not me. I mean, he does have a very important job. I hate to break it to you. Tree will go there. Grab these. I'm not hitting the shift, just control for whatever reason. That might be all I put back here. I feel like maybe one tucked here could be okay. That's fine. I hope you go. I'm choking on an onion, yo. I hope you are able to go. I hope that we can go with you. I hope it's the best day ever. I need another weird little plant. Oh, nah, I can just shove that back somewhere. See? There we go. Now we need the dirt. Gotta piss off Dad some more. Destroy his yard. Make that pretty soft. He just replanted this last year and the kids done came through with their little shoes and stuffed it all up. That's how it is. Yeah, we're in Willow Creek. We have finished Oasis Springs. And then we have a little longer to go, yeah. We have a little more to do here. We still have, we finished the BFF neighborhood and where the library and stuff are, those are done. We're probably halfway through Willow Creek. We finished, and then we're in the Pancake neighborhood now. And then we just have the Goth neighborhood to do. I think this is it. Oh, I need the same fence from up front. The stair rail. These right here. Those go here. And then I'm gonna grab these festive hedgerow here and see if I can't, like, pull that one out. We'll do like that across the back. Sure we get up under the house and along the fence. And I'm gonna make this really soft and this smaller. And I'm just gonna like hit along the fence line to give it a little shadow. A little shadowing can be important. I might have it too soft. There we go. That's better. Don't forget to hit your posts. And then we continue on. Did I get this area? I don't think I did. Dear tree, I really like you, but you are currently in my way. That's a leaf. Make sure it's all good. Okay, I think we're good. I think that's it. I think this house is done. Look at it in all its glory. I like it. It's a cute house. We did good, y'all. Evening. Excuse me. And then the nighttime. We got those bushes lit up on the side. A little fire out here. Our little back porch. Should we put some lights in the garden? Is that what we need to do? Like these maybe? No, maybe not those. These? I do like using these in the gardens. Just adds a little bit of something. A little something, you know? Oh, you know what else we need to add? Lightning bugs. And those are in VFX. Those are in here. Grab a couple of these. I love putting these in belts. And you can like put them here. You won't see that little square in live mode. Like you don't see it. It only appears, and these only show up in like summertime in game. So we're gonna scatter those through. Put some out here. I like seeing the lightning bugs in game. I'm not gonna put it by this, but I'll put a couple over here. Like that. Now I think we're done. Alright, I'm gonna save this. It's gonna be Potter's Splay. How many bedrooms is this? 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Oh, I don't want a nighttime picture. It's got to be the right light, you know? This one's pretty. Let's try this one. It is what it is. It's not modded. Hey, this one is only 106. Only 106,000 simoleons. Almost 107. It might be one of the cheapest builds we've done. Genuinely and truly. Willow Creek. 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. Never mind with the 3s. Yeah, it's already gonna be about a minute. I'm just writing my description. I'm gonna say it's a beautiful garden because it is. Spaces for children and teens. Oh. Hello? There you go. Ta-da! It's on the gallery. We'll be right back. the first Wednesday of the month. I was like, why did my sirens go off? It is indeed the first Wednesday of the month. Alright, so this is the house we're working on now. This thing that we've built. If you forgot, I had to walk away from it because I couldn't figure out a floor plan. So this is the floor plan that we have come up with. By we, I mean me. After hours of just staring at it, this is what I came up with. Skill building room. It is wide open. This is going to be where you can get, this is where you need to get, like, if you're doing the science career and you need the microscope, there's a place for you here. The jewelry table, the nectar making machine, whatever it is, skill building that we decide this family is going to do minus fitness will be up here. They could be spellcasters and this is their own little mini magic place, okay? We don't know. This is our bedrooms. We have our primary with a walk-through closet and an ensuite bathroom. This is going to be a generational family, so this is going to be grandparents/grandparents. They have their own little ensuite. 2 children. I'm thinking probably 1 toddler and 1 child, although we could do newborn or that they're still pregnant. Nursery, toddler. We got some options. This is another bathroom, and this is going to be just kind of the play area for the kids, so where you would put the dream house decorator imagination tent thing or the slide or whatever it is. And then down here, this is going to be more open concept than it is, but we have kitchen, living room, office, bathroom, dining room. Like formal dining room is going to be here, but like more of a casual kind of dining room off of the kitchen. And then obviously our solarium turned into a workout area. I can't imagine that this space is not the hottest space in the entire house. We're going to put yoga mats out there. Hot yoga. So what I was talking about for the stairs is I want this thing raised up 3. 4. Alright. What the hell was that? Okay. And then we have rounded platforms. And if I do the small one, it's still going to be too big, I think, for what I want. And then like here, this would go down 1. Right? So this would be like step 1. And I think, so what I want, I don't know if it's feasible. I don't know if it's doable. I'm like really thinking of how I can do the thing I'm trying to do. Is like a step here and a step here. I can't use traditional stairs because they're just going to go like to the front of this platform here. That's not what I want. So if we do a rounded room, hear me out. I'm really thinking here. And inside said rounded room, we deleted this. That's not what I wanted to do. So this would be the top step right here. And then we would do, so our top step would be here. Our next step would be, this is where it's going to be hard, would be here. And then this would be the bottom step. Can I get rid of these rounded walls now? They're not that hard to set up. So if anybody knows how to do the thing I'm trying to do, you just let me know. Because I can, like, bring this in 1. I can bring it in 1. Because if I try and do this, and then move it. I've tried this before and it becomes a problem. You see how it like raises itself up? And that's not what I'm trying to do either. This is why I don't use platforms. I refuse to pay for a bot, and that's just me. I understand, like, I'll donate, but I'm not paying you monthly for a bot. I haven't paid for any of my bots. Or do I just give up on my dream here and have a rounded porch? Where I cut out the floor here. Can I need to push that in one on either side, which means I have to push this out to push this in. And then we can grab stairs. This is not what I wanted. This was not my vision. I just want you all to know that. This, not the vibe, not the vision. That's not what I want. No, that's fair. You got to do what's best for you. I use Stream Elements, and that's whatever. And I use Mix It Up. Those are the only two bots I use. Other than in the Discord, I have a music playing bot for in there. But that's something else entirely. That's when I want to fuck around with people I'm playing games with. Doesn't happen very often, but every once in a while I want to troll them with a song. Or make them listen to the thing I'm listening to. We need round stairs so bad. Because I can put that rounded platform here. And it's only one high. And I can scoot this part in. And then I can do... like, this is what I want. I can show you what I want. But it raises the whole platform, which is a problem. Escape, escape, escape. Stop. Still reading as one room, and I don't want to do the work that it takes. But I just want to raise that up. So this is one up. And that's not even where I need the curve to go. Hold on. I want it like here. And it's not gonna give me what I want for this. And you raise that one up one, and you like pull this in, but it doesn't really want to connect the way I want it to connect. Oh no, it did. And then I need one more of those. I tried that and I really don't like the way it looks. I'll be very honest. I'm stubborn though. Can this not go any smaller? No, that's all I need. I can pull this up. Nope. I can move the house back one. I'm gonna put that right there. We'll move it back when I figure out how I'm doing this. Alright, and so this goes here. I don't think this is gonna work. If we're being honest, I think I'm doing all of this work for no reason. And then this goes up to... And then like it goes in, you know? This is what I want. And then we're gonna move the house. If this works. Shut the fuck up. Look what we did. The fact that that worked is shocking to me. I can't do anything with these. Okay, I can. I want them to be a little smaller. I gotta move the house again. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. Okay. It's just a little wider than I want. Okay. I'm gonna put the house where I want it, and then we're gonna put the stairs. I don't want them quite that close. I actually think I want them like back here. I'm always afraid. Yeah, first of all, I put those all over the fucking place. There we go. Yeah, something like that. And then we had little stepping stones. I think that's what we'll do. How much room does this leave me in the backyard? Because I do want to build that playhouse. Can I move these back one more? Yeah. And then we'll move the house up one. I can't make this any smaller in the back. I really want to. I want this one to be one tile smaller. There we go. Yes, like that. Hey, what is going on here? Hello? Why is half my wall missing? I'm just gonna reload. Because I don't know why half of my wall is... Well, it's not really half. It's like a fourth of my wall. But, like, I don't know why it's missing. It's fine. Probably. It's probably... This didn't fix anything. Yeah, platforms break everything, man. I had it. It's good. It's that platform right there. Does this need to go up one? Don't want to do that. Half of my build just disappeared. Okay, so we're going to take this whole house. We're taking the whole house and moving it back again. We're going to lift it up one more time. We're going to take this whole house and move it again. Alright, well, we're not doing platform stairs because they done pissed me off. I just want y'all to know that. We're not doing them because they've made me angry. I did the thing I wanted to do. I'm mad, though. I'm mad about it. So I'm going to go ahead and add in some nice little... whatchamacallits. What are these? Windows. We're going to add some windows here on the side. Do you like that? That doesn't surprise me at all. I don't want it like super high up off the ground. I want it short. That's where I was headed, but I don't think that's going. We're gonna try it. I don't think it's gonna. We might work. It might work. Cause I want it like. That's the thing. I want it a certain way. You bitch. Maybe we only do 2 stairs. I'll put the whatchamacallits back when I need it. Actually, they probably should go here. Like right here. That's what it does. That's why I don't do it this way. Because I can't lower it to be a step. It joins the platform. It becomes a deck. That's why I don't do it that way. I have tried it that way before. I knew there was a reason I hadn't. I couldn't remember what that reason was. That's fine. Let's just do little steps. Yeah. I want gray stone stairs. If I can't have what I want, I'm gonna have this. And then I guess now I'll turn my grid on. Too far. Okay. Then I can get rid of this. Is this in a bedroom? It is. Do I get that kid a balcony? I don't think I'm going to. I don't think I'm going to. I think the kid can be balconyless. I'm just throwing down... Ooh, I like those better already. I'm just throwing down some placeholder stuff. I don't think this is a Queen Anne anymore. Oh, no, because we're not working on a Queen Anne. And then we can do this roof. One of these roofs fits up here. It's not this one. I don't want it to be this one, but it probably is. And then, does it have the thing inside where the... Yeah, the roof. So that's not gonna work. So I think what's going to have to happen here is they get not a balcony, but what could have been a balcony, but is not a balcony, you know? It's not a balcony. I have a vision of shorts with chunky, like, middles. That's stone. I don't know if that's a Sims thing. They really do. They really do. You gave me platforms and semicircles and all this other stuff. You should have known this is what we were gonna do with it. This is like the closest, but this isn't what I'm thinking of. I'm upset. None of these are correct. Oh, just kidding. This is the closest. This is the closest. This is not white. Does that need to come back? Yeah. I was like, something about this is off. Something about that was indeed off. That's the closest. This is kind of what I was thinking of, but more like this. But I don't like it all flat like that. I'm not finding what I want. I'm giving up on it. Go away, porch. You've disappointed me. Sorely disappointed. Oh, gotta mute that. I'll read that in a minute. Sorry, I got distracted by an offline thing. But if I didn't handle it now, I wouldn't have remembered to handle it, period. I really like this. I really like the way the front of this looks with it. I think I'm keeping it in the black. But with it, I think we're gonna have no... I think this is just gonna be on the ground like that. And then we can do... here we go again. We're terrain painting. This is how I mark my stuff out. We'll do... this terrain paint's not gonna stay. Kind of like this windy sort of like... that wasn't what I wanted. I do want it to have a little like... I need it to be here though, right? You need to come in here. I don't have a lot of wiggle room left or right for it. We got to enter here and in here in the most non-straight kind of way possible. What if we do a little fountain in the front yard? There we go. And then we can do garden beds all through here. And then obviously whatever's going on here. And I would line this. This is definite garden beddage. Hello. I need you a little... I feel like a child coloring for school. Hello, how are you? We'll do like that. And then I might just leave this part grass, you know? Since we're going to have all of this as garden. We'll do a little fence in the backyard. We'll go like, well, I'm on the floor. I can go all the way here. Alright, and then we will get rid of this. And then this area over here, let me use sand. Come out. I'm going to make like this part of the yard where we put that play area with the monkey bars and stuff. It's going to be over here. And then on this side of the yard, we will do, we could do a pool. We could do a pool, and then we can make this where the grill. So grill, we could put a pool here. And then a little eating area here. This is for the kids. If we're doing all that, I think we're going to do more than one gate here. Does this fence have a gate? It does. We could do one here, kind of line it up with the back door. So, you know, you can access this. And then we can do... Actually, that's the only fence we really need. I might put a door here. There we go. I'll put it here. So you can get out here. And then we have our back door here. I think that's alright. Put some big trees along the side, like these ones. Put them like here. They act as like privacy from the street for like the gym and the... Since we're not putting a fence there. Yeah, something like that. Let me see the fountains. I think that's a little large for where we are. Yeah, something like this. There we go. Something like that. And then we'll get everything else. I also want... I'm pulling things out I know I want now because I will forget them later. I either want ivy or the trellises. One of these is what I want. Because I could do this and then also grab the tall wall heights. And like pop it here. You know? So one of those things in the front. Yeah, there's a lot of ivy and I'm live at it between... I'm not doing the outside right now. I'm just mapping the outside so I remember what I'm doing out here. Because I will forget. Alright, let's start with flooring. I have a vision of the herringbone flooring from base game. Hello. Am I tripping? This one, not this one. Why they didn't just put that in here with this fucking red swatch? Because they really are not that different from each other. Be so for real, you know? But this one in this kind of light brown wood. And that's going to be the flooring all throughout the first floor. Maybe not the kitchen, but I'm going to put it in there for now. Because I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this part of it yet. I kind of want this room to be a little smaller. But that's just because I want this here. I really don't want that room any smaller at all. What if we move this here? Made the office a little smaller. Made the living room a little larger. Or kept the living room the same way. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm really trying to figure out, because I really like the closed concept plan where they have like the doors that go into different parts of the room or the house. You know, like these doors kind of around that let you into the office and you can get into the living room. But part of me also really wants to use this bad boy right here. This is the whole reason you need to buy Journey to Batu, by the way. This right here. It's only for medium wall height. And it takes up a lot of the wall. Like, a spectacular amount of the wall. But it's so good. It only comes in black. That's the only downside. You can't make it any other color. I may not like the floor plan of this. I'm just curious. Please hold. For the record, I like the second floor. I like the third floor. I'm not loving the main floor. And that's okay. I can start up top, excuse me, and work my way down while we figure out a floor plan for this. I do like the stairs better in the corner because that leaves me more room to play here, which I appreciate. And all that means for upstairs, I knew it was going to do that. I was like, this has been going too well. All that means for up here is this bathroom door is going to be slammed between two stairs. Don't love that. So what I could do is this. Because this is where I wanted it. I don't know where it went. Not where I wanted it, though. I wanted it here. And then I was just going to build a wall here. Like this. Obviously, this would be its own thing we would get rid of. Medium wall height, man, it messes everything up. It really does. I don't know why this is here, but it can be there, I guess. There's nothing I can do about it. Can I move these? Like that. I'm thinking about whether or not I like the height on the difference on this, because this would still be like a kid's play area. I hate this house. I'm gonna walk away from it again. This house, I love the outside. That, huge fan. Interior, despise it. Loathe it entirely. I do not like this house. I built it and I hate it. Because without this here, my thought is I can widen up our closet here. And then maybe swap out bathroom and closet, or we can make this one smaller. I'll get it figured out. We do like this, so we have closet and bathroom. I can even move this like this, so it's a long hallway, but that's okay. What are we doing here? I'll figure that out later too. I want them to match up, is what I want. Put a wall there with some spandrel type of situation. I would want the spandrels here, if we're being honest. I would want it to almost act like a door. I don't want it through all of that. How you gonna charge me for the walls and the spandrels, you bitch? Because I'm not getting a refund. Okay, maybe I was. I didn't see a refund. Fair. Oh, I can't do that because of this little window. I can move this little window here. Stop it. I thought about doing it this way from the beginning, but didn't, if I'm being 100% honest. But yeah, we do this. Figure that thing out. Yeah, all of this up here is fine, in my opinion. It's the main part of the house. How come I can paint these walls all of a sudden, but not these walls? This fucking game, my guy. I'm just gonna make this up here the whole thing, because I'm not gonna fight the game about wallpaper. It just doesn't seem like the thing to do. I fight this game about a lot. That's staying what it is. Although part of me, look, what if we move this over here? Make this the gym. Make this our formal dining room. Here we go. I'm never satisfied with how I have a layout, so if we do this as our kitchen, we do an island in this area. I'm gonna put a wall here and here just for separation, and then here, because I want the dining room or the kitchen to be kind of closed off again, but open. So that would be where that goes. I don't fucking know what I'm gonna do with this. This becomes a dining room. We might be doing pillars. Just so we have, like, thick. It's fine. We'll do a pillar here. And here. Although that does interfere with the stairs a little bit if we do that. But it's okay. Let me put my pillars in. Oh, some of these pillars are gonna have to move, homie. That one's good. What's up with you? Okay, that's not what I wanted. And then... Alright. I want this on this side. And then I take this and move it over here. This might be an extra wide pillar. Hold on. Why are you coming with me? I didn't ask for you to come over here. I don't know where that is. Like that? Looks good. And then this. That's what I want. But it can't interfere with that wall. No, it can. What's going on up here? This should work. It should work right here. All right. And then, hear me out. Hear me out. I've still managed to get my bathroom in here. Because this right here is going to disappear. I'm going to get rid of that. Sometimes you just gotta put in some pillars, man. Alright. That's an easy solution. We'll figure that out later. Alright, and then we need our pillars here and here. There we go. And we need one more over here. But that's not gonna work. Is it? No, this one needs to do that. There we go. Okay. If this is what I'm doing, and I feel like it is, April. Don't stop. I said your name wrong. Just let me know. Welcome in officially. How are you doing today? I assume you play The Sims. I'm always curious if you're more of a game player or if you are more of a builder. If you're comfortable answering. If not, it's okay. But with this kitchen setup, I can move our island here. This is a massive kitchen. I don't think this is where the kitchen should be. And I think this is too small. This may turn into a bathroom. A downstairs bathroom. I think this space is good for a kitchen. My only hang up is this window. Could I move this window up? I can, but from the outside, I don't love the way that it looks. I like it low. This is a little lower than I would want it. There we go. But we could do our kitchen here. Again, this is all placeholder furniture. Please don't be like, she's using the ugliest counters. You are correct, I am. I also have auto counters on, which is how I was able to do the corner without picking the corner. Alright, we could do that. And then, in the same sort of vein, I don't know that I would want my... We could do that, right? Refrigerator would go here. You'd have your sink here, your stove over here. If I do that, though, I feel like I want to anchor this with another pillar. And I feel like now I'm getting into too many pillar territory. That's a lot of pillars, you know? But in real life, those pillars would be there because you need support. You're not supporting this second floor without any walls or pillars. And maybe they wanted open concept and they said you can have open concept, but you can only have it this way. And they said, deal. So that's what they went with. That means this is still the gym. Which means this is still indeed the dining room. Right here. I'm gonna turn this into a bathroom. Right here. I don't want it quite that large. Maybe I do want it that large. I do. I could still make this an office just by like pulling this like this. I think that would be a cute little office. Hit the Windows key. We can make that an office. Kitchen, office. It is a little weird on this side of the house. Living room would go here. And see, for the living room, I need a wall to put the TV on. They would have like this TV. I'm gonna put this underneath it for now. With some big old couches. It would be like this. So that's our living room. We already have a play area upstairs for the kids and a skill building area. So now I have this area that doesn't need to be a dining room or an office. I think I make it an office. I'm like, it doesn't need to be this thing. But if we make this the office, stop it. And this a bathroom. I think that's what we do. I don't love it. I do think the walls need to be and then we can just do some big old archways. I don't know if this one is gonna work anymore because I put in pillars. But I want the rooms to be this size. You know? So now I gotta find some medium height pillars. Maybe the base game update has some. Because I want them to go all the way up. Okay, that's the dining room. This is an office. So like, only this room would really need the... And if I'm doing those, do I just want to do fancy double doors everywhere? Oh my gosh. Okay. Give me this. What kind of fancy double doors do I have for medium wall height? We have like these. Don't love. We have these, which could be nice, minus the fact that the front has that facade on it. So I don't want short wall height. But I want a wider door. Like this door I like. We also have this, which I like because it's open. I think I'm gonna go with this door, and hear me out. If we do office door here, living room door here, no doors here. We're gonna put in like fancy entryway shit, you know, like they have weird couches and the table in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't make any sense. That's what we're gonna have there. I think if we move this TV to this wall, we've got this, like this, then that would be an open. We would be cool. This is gonna be a bathroom, so I'm gonna like tuck a little door into the side here. It can be you for now. This might be the door. I love this door. I love this door. I think it comes in the slider swatch too, if we wanted our wood tones to match. I think that's that. Let me throw this door. We would put it here, 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 and maybe here. They need a door for their bathroom. We need a door for the bathroom in here. And then we need I was gonna do an archway, but I think I'm gonna do a sliding like door like this. Like this. Who is cool? You? I'm tired now. That was a lot of reworking. I did it to myself. Oh, I need one more door. I forgot about this bathroom. So this is gonna be what, a 4-bedroom, 1, 2, 3, 4 bathroom house. If we don't include another bathroom up here somewhere. I mean, there is a bathroom right at the bottom of the stairs if you're working up in the attic and you have to pee. Go nap. I'm about to go nap. I'm only tired because I'm hot. And I could turn the AC on, but I don't think it's quite hot enough for the AC, but it's warm enough to be uncomfortable. I think that's the actual floor plan. I think actually that is the floor plan. We couldn't put a fence up here, could we? It was being funky. Yeah, it's being funky. Be a little bitch. Well, it is currently 75 outside. Thank you, Nicole. This build has been the bane of my existence for like a month. I don't think it's actually been a month. Now my question is, how many walls are too many walls? Because I kind of want to do this. Somebody is screaming at me at the top of their lungs right now, telling me to stop. I've gone too far. But listen. What if we did like tall, curved? These are not tall. These aren't tall either. Game hates me, man. I just want some tall archways. What I want is a tall archway here and here as a pass-through, right? Like you have little archways and all your little pass-throughs. But none of these are the height I want. And that makes me angry. None of these, it's because I'm in the wrong. Nobody told me I'm over here complaining. None of you said, Quiv, wrong wall height. If you want wall taller, you have to go taller. Got me in the small wall height section looking a fool. Anyway, tall, like that. We could do these in white, not blue. Also, ads are indeed going to start in like 30 seconds. I'm going to use the restroom. So make sure you are also going potty. We do something like this. I was listening. Or I was talking. I was explaining. I still don't like the height on these. I want them to be like to here. But it is what it is. Alright, let me save. We'll be right back. I'm going to throttle all of you. Even the ones who are not actively participating right now. Throttled. That was the wrong scene. That was the wrong scene. I'm tired. I told you. Post stream, I'm gonna go sit in my lipstick, take a nap. That's what's gonna happen. Alright. Thoughts. Thoughts about all of these walls. I think this is just what it's gonna be. I think that this is the layout. It just is what it is. Now I gotta figure out where I want to start. Because there's a lot of rooms, but there's also like a lot of room. So yeah, I can. It just depends on, like, sometimes they delete themselves when you do that. Because those are going to be too tall. Those are going to be too tall, which means they're going to poke through the floor above. How come these have ones that do that? You bitch assholes. The tall wall height has exactly the kind I'm looking for. But all of these are going to poke through the floor. Like a door, yeah, that's going to see. If I put this door here and then I go back to small wall height. Or medium wall height. When I go upstairs. There's that door. Don't tell me to lock in. Somebody trying to tell me to lock in. I knew what I was doing. I was locked in. Damn it. But now I'm curious why they ain't. Okay, they did. Do we want square? I think everything is square, so we should do square. I think I grabbed those. Yep. Okay. Hold on. We got this. We'll do this. I'm just an indecisive little bean, alright? Don't. Nicole's had to do this thing during work. I probably did. I, ma'am, am an 18+ channel and don't have little ears in my house. If you have little ears in my house and they start picking up the stuff I say, I am technically an 18+ channel. It's in my rules. It's in my tags. I'm allowed to say pussy hoes. I'm allowed to say whatever I want. Within reason. Within reason. Alright, what are we thinking here? The only open room now is the kitchen. I don't know what to do. And is this centered in the room? No. Is it centered in the arches? Yes. Oh my gosh, please. I'm trying to get to the right channel. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't blame me if your kids start to become little heathens, alright? I'm 18+. I am 18+. That's why, like, Nicole asked, do you mind if Clark plays with us? I don't mind if Clark plays with us. I'm not responsible for whatever comes out of his mouth after he's done playing with us. So he's allowed to play with us. He's just not allowed to hear me in voice. I'm not allowed to turn my mic on in game. That was what is that thing? When you, like, both come to an agreement on something? That's what it was. It starts with a C. I just can't figure it out. He should go to the husband with his budgeting plan. You go ahead and tell Clark to talk to his daddy about them robots. His daddy would love to hear all about it. He loves to hear about them $300 robots. Here? Compromise. Yes, thank you. I knew it was a word. I'm not completely silly. I'm just sleepy, you know? I know, we sure did. He just wants a little robot. He just wants his little robot, Mom. Alright, this is where it gets tricky. Because I feel like this house is a beige house. I feel like where this house has the kids and the color and the fun and all of that stuff, this one is like gray, beige, and white walls. All right, I think they like to keep the kids' mess contained to like areas that they've said, yeah, this is where the kids' toys can be. These kids' rooms can be bright and colorful. But I think it's going to be a very boring beige house. Sometimes you just need a boring beige house, I suppose. Desert skies. I'm not going to do beige. We'll go with this light pink color. I'm going to put this everywhere. I won't put it there. I'm putting it everywhere, though. We'll put it inside here, even. What else? In here? Is that all of the walls? I don't know. I feel like the answer is yes, except for this office. Well, this is the bathroom. Listen, I use my adult money to spend at garage sales. That's what my adult money is spent on. You know those little rolly ones that like go on your desk? Those are the ones that like I always see that I'm like, I want one of those. I don't know if it talks back when you talk to it though. And we've already done the upstairs. The only thing well. I think. Hello, Pacific. How are you? It is a trap. My kid lives in Tennessee and said, I want to do this for my birthday this year and sent me a link to the Georgia Aquarium. It is always a trap. It's always a trap. I think we want to do like, ooh, not those. I did just use these. I'm really upset. I built a house. We're going to rebuild this house when we hit Mount Kamarebi from an inspo on Instagram. And it looks so good. And then the family pissed me off and I deleted the save file without saving the house. It was a solid budgeting plan, Nicole. He had a plan. He really thought about it. Alright, let me see here. Would it be in stone? If I'm looking for like the marbly type stuff like this. That's too checkered. I don't want an all like, I want something like this. But smaller. Do we do beige? I'm not going to do beige. This is those kind of floors you walk on and everything tinks. I don't like it. I'm going back to my herringbone. Do we make the pillars their own little thing? I do like making the pillars like brick. I've done this a few times, but this is not an industrial build. This would need to be like this kind of a concrete, like a wraparound, but that's smoother. I don't think I can make round pillars like this big. I can put pillars or columns here. I can put columns here. That's not an issue, but they're smaller than I want. I want some chunky boys, you know. Maybe this. I'm thinking this may not work. This may not be our final form here. But I'm going to leave them like that. It is what she said. You have a good nap, Nicole. I'll scream into the void for the next 45 minutes. Listen, I hear you screaming. That is too many pillars, Quiv. What are you doing? But listen, I like the idea of a little like built-in bookshelf here, and then a little table with a mirror over here that is like framed out. Okay? That person is. I can't hear them. I just know that somebody is yelling at me to stop with the columns. Somebody is like, that is, you know, you've seen the thing. That's enough slices. That's what it is with these columns right now. Okay? Don't mind me just clicking something 15 billion times. I can turn debug off. Obviously, the choice for built-ins is going to be the Book Nook kit, right? Like, those being built in through here, that is going to be the obvious choice. However, something like this could work in here. It just repeats. I don't like the repetitiveness. These don't work. Just kidding. Well, what if I put F5 on? They could work. If I put them against the wall, that would be even better. That'd be so cool if I put them against the wall. It does not work. Too wide. Too wide. The ones from Secret Sanctuary are good. These ones here. And they would fit right there. I also like these. These are not big enough. It's like the 3 little bears up in here. That was my other thought, are these right here. They're a little wider, and I think I like that better. But I can make them, I told you, this is going to be the beigest house you've ever seen. I'm not going to stick with all beige. Maybe this is where we start throwing in some color. Maybe they've got some red in the hallway. And then they made this wall. This isn't going to stick. I promise you it's not going to stick. Just let me have a minute. If we did this. Because whatever stone we put on one column, we got to put on all the columns. Yeah, and there's enough space on here to put your own clutter if you want to without, and it's not repetitive. Like, even these down here are not repetitive, which I appreciate. Do we do dark on the inside? All I know is this is the floor I want. Maybe we do this darker floor. A figment of your imagination, Eru. We could, my only, if I did for the, oh my gosh, the words today are not flowing like a river. We know I love green. Don't stop believing. That follow. Welcome in. How are you doing? I always have to ask, since you came in during the Sim stream. Oh shit, we hit our follower goal. Are you more of a gameplay simmer or more of a building simmer or a cast simmer? I'm always just curious. I love building. That includes cast for me. It is indeed a cast inclusive thing. This is like a blue, but almost works. Where is my Desert Skies? Desert Skies is the best wallpaper in the game. Hello? Desert Skies, please? It's around here somewhere. I can smell it. Here you are. Because it comes with this green. And that's like a really pretty green. But it also comes with, hello? This like gray. I know, it's crazy. Like I said, my goal, if I hit it, cool. If not, it is what it is. I would like to see 1,000 by the end of... Ooh, that's perfect. 1,000 by the end of the year. That's kind of... If I can hit 1,000 followers by the end of the year, I'd be happy with that. Is it going to happen? No, but that's okay. I like Sims. I'm a big simmer. We play it more than anything. But then we can keep this light colored here. I like the green. And then we could do... I'm just spinning stuff around. If you get motion sickness, I'm so sorry. I never do it on purpose. Ever. But then we could put like, ooh. Ooh, the one from Dine Out, the marble one. This one has lights, but this one doesn't. And we could like do that. Almost want to double it up. Do I want to double it up? I don't think I want to double it up, but I think this and this we can either do this in the dark brown so it matches the floor, or it also has like this bluey green, more blue than green. I think I like this blue. I don't know what's going on anymore. The green was solid, but like, do we do blue? Because the blue also looks really good with the white. I think we're gonna do blue. This is not the color I have on. I need a blue wallpaper that's like a good blue. Like this? Nope, that's too bright. I want it to be a deep blue. We just use the Halloween stuff wallpaper. It's fine. This is the correct blue. This is the blue I want minus the moons and stars. Not that I'm against them. I do love moon and stars. But not in this context. Because we also have like this. No. Or. No. But. No. That's the same shit we have outside. We don't need that on the inside too. But this? No. Listen, I could sit here all day and fuck around with these blues. I need like a dark blue and a light blue category. That's what I need. I want paint that's blue. That's what I want. I think like that is probably maybe our best option. And I don't love that. Can we make that work? Can we just pretend? I think we can. I think if we leave this color, because this pool's green, right? This pool's green, which makes the wallpaper pool green. But this being, I don't think this comes in green. And that's not the right blue. I really like the blue. It could be beige. I'm doing blue. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then mirrors. There's a couple of different mirrors we can use here. I love this mirror. It does. This is also a really good mirror. Fantastic mirror. I don't want to. Ooh, maybe this mirror. Like, I don't want to mirror the whole back. I just want like a big mirror that you could put there. And then we grab some stuff from, I want to frame it. I need to turn debug on for a minute. That's always the scariest. All right, now we have to find something I can use to frame this. We have these. Possibility. We could have a really big picture frame and shove it into the wall. Also a possibility. We can't make this larger or smaller. It does that weird thing with the mirrors. Not going to work for us. Please hold. This could be the best idea or the worst idea. I'm not sure yet. I think that might be it. I think it needs to go back a little more. It needs to go back just a little bit. It's sticking out on the sides. Like that. Oh, did I not unclick that? I think that's good. And then we can put some flowers on the side. I can turn debug off now. Does this come in other colors? It does. It doesn't come in a light color though. Shucks. I'll just make it black. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think it needs to also go to the left a little bit, but I'm not going to keep fussing. I'm not going to keep fussing. I'll do that on my time. I don't like these, but I feel like this is such a common thing to... Hello, Ava. Such a common thing to see in homes. I don't like it. I have 4 cats. There's no way I'm going to have a feather duster sitting in the corner in my house. All it's going to do is collect dust. If you're able to have that in your house, I am mildly jealous. I just want you to know that. No, we don't need all that. I love this. The other thing I want to try and do is lights. Another feather duster, not for me. We could do this. This little guy. Maybe this little guy. We can put the little guys over there. There we go. And then maybe we can do a couple of some sort of like decor stuff. Some sort of miscellaneous clutter. Let's see what's in there. Probably nothing I want. Let's look at regular clutter. I know I want the phone and the key. The phone and the keys. He asked very politely. So I figured I would see what he needed. He just needed up. My nose was running, sorry. Had to. I want to turn the air on. But Isla's in the window and I don't want to move her. That's really why the windows are open and the air is not on. Because Isla is in the window and I don't want her to have to move. What if we took one of these fancy little, these guys, that's too wide, shucks. What if we took one of these guys and turned this into a shoe closet? You walk in, you hang your shoes and your coat. That's probably not. They would have one, but it would be like hidden somewhere. Alright, back to what I was doing. I see these shoes and I'm like, man, I want to put them here. But this house, A, you don't wear shoes in this house. And B, you don't leave your shoes by the front door. So, like, I don't know where you're putting your shoes, but they better not be in your on your feet when you walk through the house. Alright? Dad's already mad. Oh, no, this isn't the house we tore up. I mean, we did tear up this lawn. I was thinking of this, Dad. I'm just looking. Maybe they have a little memento from when they went on a vacation. I'll arrange these a little better in a minute. And then I just want the keys and the phone. They're like way down here. There. And so I'm gonna pull this stuff forward. Put like there. They went like on a trip to Salvadorada, and this is little mementos from Salvadorada. And then Phil is gonna have to like stay where he is, but kind of like over to the side. Yes, the plant has a name, and it is indeed Phil. I didn't just make that up. It's Phil the philodendron. There we go. Just a little triage of things here. Triage is not anything anybody wants to be. Let's be honest. Put those there, and then. Kind of want to do like gold. This can just be a black phone, whatever. Some gold yellowy accents in here. We'll do that one. We'll do that one. All right, and then some. It leaves a weird shadow. That didn't last long. Let's try this again. I really thought I had something there. I really did. And then it leaves a really weird freaking shadow and I no longer want it, you know? Same. It's okay. If that doesn't work, I will take, I don't have debug on anymore. There's some stuff in debug that we can use to border it up. Yeah, then there's a shadow. And that's the worst. We have, like, this, which we could, like, size down. But that's not what I want to do on the sides. I want to put some lights on the sides. I already know which lights I think I want to use. What about you? I think this could work. If we do this. Let's do a 1.2. Let's do a 1.1. This one does not have any weird shadows so far, which is fantastic. Alright. I'm okay with that. I think it needs to go down a little bit. It has the exact same colorways, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to put it in black. Are you on the floor? I'm going into tab mode. Oh, no, I'm not. It's going to let me do it right here. I think that's fine. Alright, lighting. Wall lights. There's a couple of options here. One, we could indeed light it up on the sides. Not necessarily the biggest fan of this particular light. I think I would rather use the light from high school years and manually flip them all. But then the light is going to shoot out the sides. We may not light this up with those at all. Second option is, I know it's from base game. There's these, which we could like put to the side. I don't like that. I know, I'm like, look at this. Never mind. You were just up here, buddy. Ugh. And then you ran away. Are you being ignored? Does it make you sad? You have 24 more minutes, and then we can go hang out on the beanbag chair. He really wants attention. It's so bad. We could do these. maybe size those up. So there's an option. I like the sleek. You are the most pathetic little creature that ever existed. You really are. The saddest little being to ever exist. Arthas. Ooh. We could do this. I have to see him without the other light to see if I like it. I like both of these options. I know, buddy. Don't bite me. That shit hurts. It always hurts so bad. There's also these. I know I sized that one up, so that one can't be sized up. Never mind. This one is not sized up. We have like this. Don't hate, don't love. This gives the same vibes, but I like this one better. This could also work, same vibes, but I don't know which one of these I like better. So we'll have to look at those a little closer. I do love this light, but I did also use it previously. Not that that doesn't mean I can't use it again. Okay, we're running into a problem. The problem is I like a lot of these lights. The problem is this may become a traditional industrial. This build is about to become a traditional industrial build. Elements of traditional traditional homes with pieces of industrialism put in, like our doors and our lighting and our that just might be the direction this build takes because of the lights that I choose. There's these. These are also an option. I like those. I thought this was a towel. I didn't realize this was a light. I've told you all that before. That's a light. I won't use it. No. I love this light, but not for here. We have these panels. All that panel does is tell me that my wall, that something is uneven on my wall, and it's going to be the mirror. We'll leave that here for a second. Alright. I think I like this one less. I love an industrial look. I think I really like those lights. I'm like eliminating things I don't like. I think we're going with this. I also think I need to alt place both of these a little to the left. Like that. Alright. And then we can do that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And if we're going to do that, that means, not that I couldn't do whatever I wanted before, but I can turn these, where are they? Hello? These, we can turn darker. And that works with the dark floor. I know the outside of this house is very beige. I didn't know what the inside of this house was going to look like, so turning the outside of the house beige was safe. This is going to be a darker build, I think. I like how things just bounce around. Based on one room, it completely changes your entire build. It's going to be very moody in here, I think. Is that all of my... Nope. I was like, is that all of my pillars? It is not. Also, just because I want to make sure I have wallpaper on the stairs. Okay. And then I think we can do wall lights over here. We could, theoretically, we could do these up here. I just think there needs to be a little... There needs to be something here. If we went with more industrial lighting on that side, we should probably go more industrial on this side. So we can either do like this. My only thing there is like, I don't like the light, the actual like where the light goes on that. I do like this, but again, it's going to be pretty straight down. No. But guys, listen. Journey to Batu is industrial. And 2 of these lights fit real nice right here. I just don't know, yo. Where's my mirror? Hello? I wanted to see that whole thing. This is why I always tell you I want to go in tab mode. I didn't today. See, that looks really nice. We just gotta find the right lights for the other side. I don't think Journey to Batu is it. I do love Journey to Batu, don't get me wrong. I've told y'all a million times. If somebody said nobody on earth likes Journey to Batu, I died. Alright? Oh, we could do like this over here. No, we can't. I don't like it. It really is. I try to tell people this all the time. I think my chat is tired of hearing it, because I do tell them all the time. Yeah, I think it's BAATU, I think. About you. What if we do this? Cancel. Rotate it 90 degrees. I somehow have that relatively, I know. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I've done the gameplay once. Not impressed. But I'm going into tab mode. I know it's not a hundo. Oh, this is... I don't think there's a light here that I like. But that's okay. We'll pick our ceiling light for here. It can be a little dramatic. This light and this light, I think, are going to be the same light. It can be a little dramatic. Like, this could work. This could work. This is very small, though. I do love the MyFitness stuff lights. That's, you know. I was thinking that, too. I was like, what if we put, like, lights or candles, like, here? But I want to see what it looks like with my overhead light before I commit. This is just real low. I don't think, you know, we could size that down. It is dramatic. But, like, this is my favorite light. That's my favorite. Me like this. I don't want it like super, super dramatic, but I do want it a little dramatic, you know? I want it to be the level of drama you find in like Toddlers and Tiaras, not Love Island, you know? Just a little drama. Keeps it spicy, but not like, oh my lord, drama. Ooh, there's also this. I know this is from a nursery kit, but it is a nice light. Maybe we just do this. And I think this also comes, it's a light blue, but it comes in like a bronzy. It also comes in like a black and gold, which would work. I think I prefer the black and silver. I think that's what I prefer. I still don't think this is the right light. businesses and hobbies. Businesses and hobbies. Come on down. What do you look like? Crooked, first of all. I like it. What if we size it down one? I think that's the look. I think that's good. And then we have like these lights we could put here. I don't want them here. I would want them like here. My nose is itching. Just want y'all to know I'm having a rough time. I'm not doing all of it. I just want to see what this looks like. Because I think it's really going to make it bright. And I'm going to have to tool it to be along the top, like, of that bookshelf. Like here. But then we could put, like, a couple of these on the wall. I wish they had made it so, like, you could... They had given us one that was, like, mirrored to this. Because, like, yeah, I can do this, but it looks exactly the same. You know? I don't like it. We have this. What if we flip these? I need to flip them all the way, please. So, like, the light goes down. I don't hate it. I don't love... This side feels brighter, even though they are literally the exact same. I don't know why that one is brighter. But like, this side over here is definitely brighter than this side over there, and I don't know why. They're exactly the same. Runner rug, we're gonna ignore it and move on. Because that's what I do best. Actually, want to try something before we do a runner rug. The new carpet. Heckin' cheap. Comes in some good colors. I could runner rug this whole area. Ooh, that's true. It could be. Could not be, also. Let me turn my grid on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So mid is here. That's mid. I did begrudgingly turn mine. Oh no! I hit shift instead of alt. Now everything's gonna be this color until I figured I love this color. It's so pretty. I did it again. I did it again. I'm hitting shift instead of alt. This room can be alted. This room can be alted. This room cannot. This room has to be, or no, shifted. This room has to be altered. Should these be this? I don't think they should. I don't think they should. It's fine. That can be late. Is this going to be the color of the whole house? No. Of this color, you're right. There's not. Okay. It's crazy how fast a wall color changes the whole tone of a room. The outside of the house is going to get darker too. This beige is not going to stay if this is what I'm doing. Because I feel like with this, we're going to go dark door frames. Because we've already got these black door frames. I like that. We are now color paletting. Didn't think that's what we were going to be doing today, but it is. This doesn't come with a black. That's the only issue. So the windows and the door might just stay white. Because I really want to use these windows. And they have like some really weird swatches outside of this white one. Maybe the outside does stay light. I kind of like it light on the outside. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the way it looks from the outside. The inside, we can do whatever we want. Nobody's going to see that but us. Alright. Perfect. I'm going to do... let's do the kitchen. Tile would be good. Part of me wants to do like this. I never use this tile. It's from Parenthood. I don't hate this tile. I just don't love this tile. I think I've used this tile a total of 4 times, including right now, in any build I've ever done. Alright, let's get our kitchen. Actually, let's find this a good place to stop, because I just saw what time it is. So, before we say goodbye here, let's say goodbye to YouTube. Dear YouTube, thanks for hanging out today. Tomorrow we'll be back working on this house. Remember... Yes, it does. Remember to take care of yourself.